Hello trainers, Neto here, and today we're gonna dive together into Great League. We're gonna have a pretty fun team with Shadow Charizard up on the lead, followed up by Registeel and Medicham. So you already know how crazy this team can be because the backline is pretty common, but Shadow Charizard might be something new to you. But I'm just gonna say that this Pokemon is extremely underrated. You have to use it at some point because it applies so much pressure to the opponent, and if you have some elite TMs sitting around, perhaps this is your time to get your Shadow Charizard a double legacy move, because Dragon Breath is gonna help you so much offensively, while Blast Burn can be used for coverage, but most of the times you're gonna go for that Dragon Claw. So if you run low on charged elite TMs, just go with Overheat, you're gonna be just fine. The debuff will not matter that much, because even if you manage to throw an Overheat or a Blast Burn, you are not gonna have a lot of HP left anyways. So now we're gonna be on a very weird spot here with Registeel against the Scrafty. We're gonna deal so much damage with that Focus Blast, and then we have to switch out to the Charizard. They have the Nidoqueen. It is the extreme fast attack farm down. We managed to win this, and we already have the energy for the Dragon Claw to connect, and this Scrafty goes out of the game since our Charizard is an amazing Pokemon. Altaria up on the lead. We're gonna force the switch out to the Deoxys, and now we'll try to catch the move. So beautiful on our Medicham here, which is gonna be an amazing option overall. I prefer it as a safe switch because it can bait out certain threats, something like an Azumarill for example, and that Medicham can go pretty well against anything in the meta. Even against Azumarill, you have that Psychic, which can threat it in using a shield on the long term of the battle. So here comes now my Ice Punch, and because we know they have Thunderbolt and Rock Slide, I'm just gonna let this slide through because it can be a Rock Slide, and we can survive the following counter damage, meaning that we can farm down this Deoxys. We are not gonna be able, of course, to fire off a move. They have a Azumarill at the back after they farm us down with the Altaria, so we have kinda locked them down in doing nothing, obviously, and we're gonna get this victory. So into the next one now against a Trevenant, and our Charizard here is already pulling off so much work. We have to call the bait. Okay, here comes the Seed Bomb, not gonna respect the Shadow Ball, and this is gonna prove to be one of the best choices that we have made. Last second here I decided to use a shield, and then I can farm down barely, and we're gonna be able to unleash our wrath with the Dragon Claw, and look at the damage, almost nothing, and now we have to go in with that Registeel against the Azumarill. Things are looking so good for us, and you saw that against Trevenant, even though we take so much damage from those Shadow Claws, we can still farm down with that Dragon Breath, crazy Dragon Breath damage. Now we can go in with our Medicham after we debuff them, because I want them to use their last Pokemon here, and it is gonna be an Ninetales. So my point here is to go in with the Registeel and try my best, because I know I can for sure beat down Azumarill. Perhaps I can farm down here the Ninetales as well, but at the last second I'm like, okay, you know what, just throw the Focus Blast, no reason to take extra damage. And yeah, they see my Registeel here, they're gonna just throw the move, and after this we're just gonna yeah, I'm just gonna skip the match because we won anyways. Double Zap Cannon here, double Focus Blast, excuse me, and we're gonna take this victory. So into the next one now against this Obstagoon up on the lead, and we're gonna go ahead and seal the first one. So we have now the Dragon Claw. This is gonna deal not lethal damage, but they have to respect the damage because the falling Dragon Breaths can deal so much more than that. And now they have the Skarmory coming in. So when using a Pokemon like Medicham, sometimes you get stuck with this kind of matchups against a weird flyer that you do not have anything to throw. So we just have to note that we're just gonna get destroyed down by the Skarmory. So down we go, and now Registeel can come in. The key scenario here was to put it at the red with our Medicham, and after that we can safely farm down with our Locons. So down goes now Skarmory. We have so much energy to spend here, and I'm expecting the Obstagoon to return. However, they come in with the Nidoqueen, but we went for the best move anyways. So here comes now the move. We have to block here no matter what. We have to rely on our Charizard to finish off the match, but I was counting the moves at the moment, and perhaps that was gonna be a weird CMP. Yes, it is. So we're gonna go down now, or at least we would love to go down, but I'm just not gonna throw anything because I just want this Obstagoon out of the way with the extra lock on farm. However, this is not happening, and even if we land this huge move, the Focus Blast, things are not gonna be working towards our end, and we're gonna take this loss. Tough one, but it is a loss. So into the next one now against the Altaria upon the lead. Not the best lead possible, but we can manage to win this because Dragon Breath damage is just gonna go crazy. And the reason I decided to play Charizard with Dragon Breath up on the lead was mainly the Altarias, because we live now on a Buzzwole meta, and Altaria does the anti-Buzzwole job so easy for any trainer out there, and we're just gonna destroy them down with our own Charizard, because Charizard can serve not only as an anti-Altaria option but also as an anti-Buzzwole as well. So with that in mind, I was using Shadow Charizard with success, and this team proved to be a really huge deal for it. Did you see before that Escavalier getting destroyed down while I was talking nonsense? Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. Now here they have a Staraptor. Those battles, by the way, are being made around 2800, 2800 elo ranking for Go Battle League. So I was having so much fun with this team on a pretty high elo, and all those trainers are most probably gonna be hard stack experts or legends, or they try to push for legend. So this is gonna be a pretty meta defining, pretty meta demanding option for Go Battle League. So with that in mind, now we're gonna see that Pidgeot coming in, so we're talking about some really skillful trainers. We have to go for the Ice Punch. Hopefully we can go for one more. No, we cannot, and now we have to go in with a Charizard. We have to call the bait, but I decided to let my last shield go through, because I'm pretty sure that if we can farm down, we can reach to the Blast Burn. We are super debuffed now after the Feather Dance. Is this gonna be enough trainers? And yes, it is. Down goes Swampert from a fire type Pokemon being debuffed as well. Absolutely amazing. What a huge play here, and we're gonna take this victory. Gofagrigus on the switch after the Walrein, and now my Medicham is kinda weird here, because we have to go for the double psychic to finish this thing off, but they can outspeed us to the move. However, they decide to block, and I'm like, okay, you know what, we took the shield advantage, so let's play around that. We're gonna go in now with our Charizard, and we're super close to the Blast Burn. I'm just gonna press it almost immediately, and let's see if this connects, and boom, yes it is. Down goes Gofagrigus, and I'm just smashing my Registeel switch because I'm expecting the Walrein to return with energy. However, they decide to stay around on their energy here, and they overfarm at the point that they have more than an Earthquake for sure. I decide to call the bait. It is just gonna be an Icicle Spear, and now we have to call it once again. However, I decide to go for the shield, and this is gonna be a bad shield because now they're gonna connect the big move, and we have to rely with the shield on our Charizard. So at the back there is gonna be, what was that exactly? And boom, but what is it? A Lurantis. Are you kidding me? A grass type at the back, which can deal so much damage even with the superpower. I have to respect it. However, I decide to go with the block on the Leaf Blade, but now Blast Burn is imminent, and another Blast Burn is gonna unleash its power to that Walrein. Poor Walrein goes down to that final move. Into the next one now against the Altaria, and we're having a very good lead here because we absolutely wreck apart the defense out of the Altaria. And Altaria, as you already know, it's gonna be an extremely bulky Pokemon, so we can destroy down basically after landing one Dragon Claw. We spend the shield in the process, but we do not care at all, and now we got the psychic damage coming through. This is not gonna do so much damage, but we can also take the Play Rough with ease, so I'm just gonna take the one move here and then rely on my Medicham to go for one extra psychic here, but they go for the early move, so that means they have Ice Beam on the their Azumarill. At this point, I'm just like gonna be going here with that Registeel, and we're gonna be on a very good spot since we're expecting the switch at some point. And Registeel with a shield up is just gonna go to town. Gonna take the shield out of the Registeel of the opponent's Registeel, and now we're gonna go in with our Charizard. What we want to do here is to land one Blast Burn to finish it off, or even take the shield out of them. They decide to spend an energy here, which is very logical to me right now, and we can go now for that Focus Blast, deal lethal damage to that Registeel of their own, and now this Azumarill stands no chance. We saw that before, Azumarill against Registeel, well, Reggie wins with this because Zap Cannon is a very nice move to have, and most Azumarills nowadays do not run Hydro Pump at all. It's weird, but they do not. So now we're gonna proceed into the next one against an Azumarill. Was that an Azumarill? I don't remember. And we're gonna have the switch with that Sableye. Most probably not an Azu. What was it though? I don't remember. Venusaur, yeah, it was a Venusaur. Now I remember. So Dragon Claw is coming through. Sableye here has to respect the damage, so we're just gonna let ourselves faint here because we can safely farm down with our Medicham, and even if they come back with the Venusaur, we have the Psychic ready to go for the end game. I'm just gonna press it immediately, and they have the stun. What a crazy catch that was, and now we have to stay in with our Medicham. I'm expecting an Earthquake, to be honest, to hit me soon, but I don't care at all, so I'm just gonna go here for the Ice Punch. We're gonna charge a little bit more energy, not gonna block or anything because Earthquake does about 50%, meaning that we can survive it, and now we're just one more counter away from the Ice Punch. The opponent was counting the moves, so they're gonna go here for the big Frenzy Plant, meaning that now I can go with the shield and the Ice Punch, and Registeel will lock this win for me. Zap Cannon will do all the work, so they know that, and they're gonna bail out of the fight. Into the next one now against a Trevenant up on the lead once again. We saw that matchup before. That was the 6th Shadow Claw, and I was like, you know what, we can survive it because there's gonna be a Seed Bomb, but it was a foul play. What a huge play by them. Down goes my Charizard, and now this is gonna be super exciting because I know they do not carry Shadow Ball, meaning that now I can go in with my Medicham and do all the work. So Trevenant with foul play is not a troll pick or anything because I was playing foul play Trevenant at the past, and it is gonna outplay so many opponents if they count. So they're expecting something like a Seed Bomb because they know you cannot reach to a Shadow Ball that early, and they get hit by a foul play to their Ghost type, and they're like, oh my goodness, what just happened here? And they're getting destroyed down, especially on the mirror. I have done it, trust me, so many videos, and Trevenant with foul play is a pretty huge deal for Great League. So now we're gonna go here for the Zap Cannon, hopefully taking their shield out of the way and also debuffing them, meaning that now we can take one Focus Blast with ease. Look at how little damage Focus Blast does, only 70%. Absolutely amazing. And now we can go here for the Focus Blast after we took their shield out, and they're gonna be left with less HP than us, meaning that with the shield up we can safely farm down right after. They know that, so they will go ahead and switch to the Azumarill. We have to respect all that energy that they have. We managed to absorb the energy on our Medicham here, and now the Zap Cannon is imminent. Is this enough HP, trainers? And yes it is, we have more HP than them, and we're gonna grab this victory. Thank you for watching everyone, thank you for staying till the end. Shadow Charizard is such a good Pokemon, an underrated one as well, not like Shadow Zapdos, but still a pretty good one. Thank you for watching, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.